We got
Hey,
warm food,
over here.
warm drinks, and warm beds.
It's been a while, huh?
I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
Guilty as charged. Anyway, let's just dispense with the formalities. Eowyn is sitting over by the fire. Esme and Siggy are here too. They're off in the back of the hall. But you should talk to Eowyn first. She's been anxious to see you, so don't go screwing around, okay? Is that you? My stars. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. But here we are at long last. I missed you. A lot, in fact. Really? Oh, Bymara. It's good to be back in each other's company again. We're happy to be here. Right, Elfwyn? Yeah. Greetings. So, to what do we owe the honor?
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Ah, yes. Elfwyn and I made a slight detour by Markarth on the way here. Calselmo has a Dwemer museum that is to die for. He's only the most renowned scholar on Dwemer research in all of Tamriel. Have you not read his collected works? Dwarves Volumes 1, 2, and 3? Oh. Well, in any case, I very much enjoyed my visit to the museum. Oh? Yes. It actually came from Calselmo. Well, part of it anyway. Yes, he did in fact. I know that sounds, unusual for someone as preoccupied as himself. Okay, if you insist. As I said earlier, I wanted to stop by the Dwemer Museum in Markarth. There are a number of artifacts in the collection that I wanted to see in person. Chief among those is a rare, undamaged arrow used by Dwemer Sphere Centurions
I'll take it from here.
The city feels open.
Oh, all right.
but
We
the city
asked
itself is
Calselmo
rather
if we could take a
fortified.
quick peek at the museum. Once he saw us, he dropped his scrolls on the floor and just stood there for a moment. Totally slack-jawed. Yep, I guess female visitors are quite rare for that old coot. Before we knew it, he was giving us a personal tour of his museum. He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. At least for a girl who's into the Dwemer like me, anyway. Once I finally managed to shove Eowyn out the door, someone, maybe his nephew, came bolting with this box and just dumped it in her arms. It contained, well, something barely classifying as clothing, much less armor. It was admittedly a little sparse in certain areas, where in armor you typically find extra protection. Anyway, we happened across a few traveling tailors in Markarth. I had them fashion this from the Dwemer pieces and some beautiful fabric I found in one of the general stores there. That Lisbeth lady? She's a strange one. I'd keep an eye out if you happen to run into her. Anyway, I think the tailors did a spectacular job assembling this outfit. And it's actually quite comfortable to boot. What do you think? Do you like it?
The killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll
I don't know whether or not that's a compliment, but it certainly sounds flattering to me. What do you think of the color? I quite fancy the lavender, and it pairs well with the fringe pattern. How about the chest piece? Is it too much? Or should I say too little? I know Dwemer armor is usually much, much, much bulkier, but my frame is just not built for that. It's probably not suited for the colder parts of Skyrim, but this is just so comfortable. Oh, look at me ramble. I'll be quiet now. Where should I begin? The transit through Hammerfell was eventful enough on its own, but perhaps I'll leave that one to another time. Our first stop in High Rock proper was Wayrest, but as you know, it was sacked by Corsairs just over a decade ago. They haven't fully recovered yet. Funnily enough, we ran into Atsuka and Aomir on our first day there. The chances of running into each other were slim, given High Rock's vast size. Regardless, having friends in close proximity made Wayrus just ever so slightly bearable. Not particularly. The four of us crossed the bay to Glenumbra just a few months after our reunion. Our first stop was Daggerfall. I think we stayed there for about half a year. Atsuka and Aomir stayed in Daggerfall, while the two of us relocated to Camlorn. That's where we were when we received your letter. Really? You've been to Camlorn? Isn't that the most zestful and vibrant city you've ever visited? They just have so many interesting holidays. That would have to be the New Life Festival. There's no doubt about it. If you've been there for it, you would understand. There is truly no merrier place in all of Tamriel than Camlorn during New Life. Even Elfwyn lowers her guard on that day. And I have to say, she's quite the acrobatic dancer.
Let's not go into detail.
Well, I fit in quite well with the artisans in the city. There were more than a few Dwemer enthusiasts among them, so I was not lacking for engaging conversation. I also joined the Mages Guild, so I had plenty of opportunities to hone my skills since we last met. Elfwyn, well, she never told me what she was up to, but she brought in a steady income, so we lived comfortably. I do hope we can visit Camlorn together one day. Anyway, that's enough about our time in High Rock. There was something I wanted to ask you. I see that you invited Esme to Skyrim. We already had a pleasant little chat before you arrived. Will you consider inviting any more of our friends to Skyrim? Oh, that's good to hear. I look forward to seeing some of the others. No, not really. Everyone just felt like close family. It was disheartening when everyone went their separate ways. So I guess what I'm saying is, it would delight me to have everyone back together once more. Are you planning on telling us why you called us here?
Companions live very different lives from mine.
Right behind
Well,
you.
that was a nice little chat.
The security in
We've already
Whiterun is
prepared our
terrible.
gear. We'll
Shameful
wait
is
here
what
for you
it
for
is.
when you want to move out.
Thane.
And now that we're back together once again, don't you dare keep me waiting.
It's good to see you in one piece.
Hey, Siggy.
Yes, Esme?
Is that who I think it is?
Ah, yes. My old friend. We meet again. Come, have my seat and join us for a moment.
Hey there, stranger. I wouldn't have believed it, but here you are in the flesh. It's really been a long time, hasn't it? Actually, it was a little, difficult, to put it lightly. Things were especially dicey near the border with Cyrodiil. It may have eluded your attention, but there is what some might deem an active rebellion in this province. As a direct result of this little rebellion, the border is positively swarming with Stormcloak patrols.
The rank and file of these Stormcloaks are of the, how to say, simple-minded variety. So she effortlessly talked our way past many squads of otherwise irritable rebels.
The Imperial soldiers we encountered hardly bothered us at all other than a few stern warnings about how dangerous it is and to be on our lookout. What gave us the most pause were, in fact, the roving bandits.
You need not worry, friend. They did not give us much trouble.
Maybe not, but there were certainly a lot of them.
Correction. There used to be a lot of them.
I guess they saw easy pickings, a pretty little girl with her cat, and then thought they just had a huge stroke of luck.
Bad luck in this case. Very bad. Because this pretty little girl so happens to be an expert in the school of destruction.
And her cat has some rather frightening claws. Anyway, that's what brings us to Skyrim presently. You're not...
Perhaps you've
In
heard of it.
trouble, are you?
Yeah, I have. I think you also wrote
Dragonborn,
The
huh?
Gentleman's Guide to
Sounds,
Whiterun.
intriguing.
I don't have much
But I can't say
experience
I've ever
with
heard the
Skyrim
term
yet,
before.
But I'm working on that. One
Do
small
elaborate,
lady at a
if you
time.
please.
I hope we're staying a while.
Let's hope it
You
stays
had me at killing dragons,
The
but
reputation
then you
part.
absorb its
I don't
soul?
have to take that from you.
I can't say I fully comprehend what I'm
Let's
hearing.
get out of here. Now.
What exactly do you do with these dragon souls? I see. So you're a walking soul gem, huh? Except you enchant yourself. Jokes aside, that's unlike any arcane art with which I'm familiar. Do you have any idea why this happened to you? Yeah, I guess so. Whatever the case, Siggy and I are here for you now. Me too.
I've heard a lot of bad things about Mikhail from other
Oh, they're doing as well as can be. Business is good, and they had a bountiful harvest this last season. That said, there's always at least a little uneasiness about the whole threat of another invasion by the Aldmeri Dominion. Anyway, enough about them.
You like to eat your enemies. I really enjoyed
I have one last thing I'd like to ask you now, if it's okay. Are you thinking of asking any of the others to come join us? That's good to hear. I look forward to seeing some more familiar faces again. Well, I haven't heard from Rold and Alicia since they left for Morrowind.
What shall we do?
I just hope they're doing okay.
What shall we do with the
And I kinda miss Rizara. He was always so very polite. Although I did see you've brought Eowyn and Elfwyn back. That's nice. I always got along well. With Eowyn, anyway. Anyway, that's probably... We're ready to go when you... It's good to see you, friend. Come see me anytime you please. Yes? I'm tired. You came to see me?
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look... Sure. What can I do for you? Sure. My voice could use a rest.
The Ancestor Glade had a charm, didn't it? Maybe we should revisit.
Spinners, priests of Ifrei, are said to be able to change the past and predict the future. I wonder if my mother could do that.
Any news of the At last, I can rest safely. You have done me a great service. Take this reward. For now, I will maintain my ruse here. You are always welcome,
Knew it.
Bannered Mare.
What is it now?
You know, some nights,
Until next time.
I'm composing a new
What's
song.
on your mind?
A ballad. For my love.
Okay. I think we're done here.
It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
You can take the bed, okay?
Yes, Dragonborn?
I'm right behind you.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets.
It's so nice and warm in here. Shall we stay a while?
Ever think maybe I could use some sleep now? No more mid- Alright.
You know, Serana,
Lead on.
sometimes you're lucky to have an all-liquid diet.
Oh? Why is that?
Nothing to get stuck in your teeth.
As if Skyrim...
Still trying
Of
to
course.
get rid of this piece of gristle that last bandit left between my molars.
All right, then.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
Yes. Some of us have to get our fangs the manual way.
Can I ask you a
did
question
a good
now?
job on yours.
Just
They look
one.
lovely.
Oh, you're so sweet.
What's our next plan?
Thank you.
Not sweet enough to eat, I hope.
It'd be an awful shame if we had to climb it. Okay.
As
fine.
long
I may
as
look,
it's just
feel, and
It's
act
worth
like
it.
one of you
How
mortals,
exactly
but at
do
the
you
end of the
think that'll
day,
work?
I'm not.
Do you need
Flesh
it
and
to
blood?
survive?
No.
Normal healing spells, useless on me. That being said, I don't intend to be a dead weight in a fight. Give me a moment. This is what we call an ash plug. Think of it as a healing potion, except for automatons like me. And before you ask, no, I didn't name it. Canasted. Not exactly a poet when it comes to naming things, but hey, it sticks. Rolls off the tongue at least. If I take too many hits in combat, just activate, they expire upon use, so I suggest keep... Here. With those, I should be right as rain. Or whatever the equivalent is for someone like me.
I think I owe you a bit of an apology, Thane. I'll keep these in mind for later. I think I owe you a bit of an apology, Thane. Not alone, at least. Every guard that fought alongside you was just as much of a hero. But it's clear as day that you can hold your own in a skirmish. I shouldn't have doubted you in that regard. In fact, I should be grateful that out of everyone, Jarl Balgruuf made me your housecarl. It's good to get out of the walls, and you're not some stuck-up merchant. I can only imagine what it'd be like if he assigned me to guard Nazim. You sound exactly like him. You don't see any of them being made Thane, though. I'm sorry, that wasn't directed at you. It's just that we've got a war going on all around us. Every day, men and women from all over Skyrim die fighting to keep the Empire together, or to free their homeland. And the Jarls are honoring merchants. It makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, I'm not brave enough for politics.
My mother was a Nord, and my father was an Imperial. If you were wondering why my name and line of work don't match.
The Empire thinks they'll have a better chance of defeating the Elves if we're united, and the Stormcloaks think we need to start fighting sooner. Both sides are fighting for what they believe in, and I can respect that. Even if it makes the whole thing incredibly pointless. That's the one issue I have with you being dubbed a Thane. In 100 years, they'll sing about how the Dragonborn saved Whiterun, not how Skyrim's sons and daughters fought for their homeland. It's not your fault, though. It's a somber topic, but I'm glad we had this conversation. I don't want to sound ungrateful, either. I'm happy to be out here fighting alongside you.
Vigilance is key in the path to victory. Careful now. While folklore is on the line, I observe a genuine aversion to silver among the clerics. That I know is based on
Unlike garden mistakes, that has some bite to it. Works on the results.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
My primary objective is your preservation.
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be
However, for a minor transgression,
perhaps one day.
such as a theft of a sleepwalker, a non-lethal...
Those bears are making Miss Temba so angry. I hope you can do something about them.
It's a cute idea, but it wouldn't work on me. Pure blood, remember? We've... Nice perks.
Ah, an important distinction. Updating entry. Adventurer, you and I provide support.
Friend, Ash, still in one piece?
Functioning within operational parameters.
Boom is a type of tonal magic. These graybeards are manipulating reality with their voices.
I wonder if I could see the island if I were to climb at the top of the mountain. You know, I've never been to the throat of the world before. I read once that aurora borealis are common at the top. Always wanted to see them.
Human sacrifice?
Why? Because it's cold? That's not stopping me, that's for sure. Although hiking is no fun if you're not doing it with friends. I guess we'll have to wait until next year when summer comes back. It's a bummer we just missed it. But if your only problem is the cold, then why don't you just borrow a coat from the old men? Fine, fine, we'll wait. A year.
What is it, my friend? Don't tell me you need me to lug your stuff around for you. Fine, I will.
I think now's a good time for us to have a little alone time. So, what do you say? Oh, okay. Let's keep moving then.
So you're skilled with the blade.
I'm glad you're here.
Admirable.
Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are
Sorry,
Dragonborn.
you were saying something?
Let us... Taste of your...
I'd say we're doing rather well together, wouldn't you? What is it? I'm watching your back, don't worry.
I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why we are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the Dragonblood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the Dragonblood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, speak in the language of dragons. Thus your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power.
What?
All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Thane?
Yes?
Right behind you.
What?
You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step.
You know, you could have waited a bit longer.
To use it in a shout.
How can I help?
Learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's force and knowledge directly.
Incredible. The architecture here is truly something.
Tap into his understanding of Ro. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Jackson, you run all about Skyrim and never run out of energy. It could be useful. When we stop next, Jackson, let's eat so much that we never want to eat again.
Well done.
Until a few hours pass and we...
Yes? How can I help? Yes?
You learn quickly. Once more.
You don't dabble in magic much, do you? Any of it myself.
Yes?
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Please, let's leave. I don't... I can't be here.
Yes? What is it?
How can I help?
Well, no one can say we aren't putting the work in.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout.
Regardless of what side of the war we're on, it was good to help Thorald. The Thalmor are the enemies of both sides.
Hey, so... we haven't relaxed at a tavern in a while. Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately, so some reprieve would be nice. Now let's get going then. Hello.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood.
What? What?
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Nice job. You passed the first
Master
test.
Bori?
And well, you are ready. Anyway.
Now, it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new thum is...
That does have a nice ring to it.
astonishing. You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it.
Wow,
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. 5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. We study the way of the voice. according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
You being Dragonborn, it's bigger than I initially thought. I thought most of that was just some silly legend. Nord nonsense, as Preventus called it. Fair point, but I never heard of him shouting dragons out of the sky. Let's get to Ustengrav. I'm excited to see more of this story unfold.
My time with you is flying by, but... I am enjoying it. I hope it continues.
Conflict is in our blood. Deep down, everyone has a desire for it. Let's leave. I can't be...
So, what do you want? I am, actually. Now, I might have felt a bit nervous. Just a bit. But I've seen you in action, so I'm pretty confident we'll do great. Between your Thume and my magic, we could tackle just about any foe. Likewise. Let's get moving, mighty hero. Why? Weapons up. I sense something.
Your wings need to be
by the greatest wizards in Tamriel. You don't stand a chance. The race sounds good right now, doesn't it?
There's no one I'd rather have watching over.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirac appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
It seems like the title of Dragonborn is a coveted one.
Yes?
Mirac seems to be envious of you.
Are you alright? What does that note say? Okay. And what does that tell us? Oh, I get it. This Mirac is probably just some clown who gained fame by pretending to be a Dragonborn, until you came along and ruined his circus. He's probably going to keep sending assassins until you turn out dead. So it may be best if we deal with him as soon as possible. Worst case scenario, he's a conjurer with a couple of deadly spells in his arsenal. Nothing we can't handle. I mean, I've never been to Solstheim. Why wouldn't I? I know we have to beat this Mirac guy, but... I mean, come on. Surely we can find some time to explore, can we?
Are you alright? That was a close one. I didn't expect to be jumped on like that. And those ridiculous masks they wore. Very tacky. Good to know that cultists will always be the same, no matter what era. Could I read that note you've been reading? Thanks. I recall an old book about this cult in the castle's library. This Mirac, though. I've read some stories about him. He was supposed to be the first Dragonborn who ever lived. He was around long before even I was. This might be worth looking into. Lead on.
I remember one flower festival, we went to Camlorn. The dancers in the parade didn't wear much. Actually, I think they were with the Temple of Dibella.
Again. Long ago. Afternoon, Carla.
I have to ask. You're pretty fashion-forward. How would you describe your taste in clothes? When you're not in your work attire.
My taste?
So, where are we off to? As much as anyone else, I suppose. Which is not much. I've read about this Jürgen Windcaller in a book. Pocket Guide to the Empire, I think. Anyway. He was a legendary Nord hero from the First Era, and apparently prominent among the tongues. That is, masters of the voice. Like you, he would smite his foes with powerful shouts, until he renounced using the Thu'um for military purposes. Hence the moniker, Jürgen the Calm. Was he a Dragonborn too? That, I just don't know. Nope, nothing. All I do know is that Ustengrav is Windcaller's final resting place. You've been to a few barrows already, haven't you? If Bleak Falls didn't give you any trouble, I'm sure we'll be done with this one in no time.
Yes?
Are you a Radiant...
kind of girl? Or more whatever junk Bellathor's thrown in the bargain bin?
Radiant raiment. They've recently begun stocking pieces from the Nier artisans in High Rock.
Oh,
Remiel's
an
quite
artisan.
passionate
I didn't
about
realize your standards were so high. But let's be honest. Can you actually afford anything in there?
Mercenary work pays well enough, but after visiting the place.
Ah, so admiring from afar then. I get it. But why that stuff specifically? You strike me more of a simple, sturdy leather tunic type.
Form and function are not separate principles, Serana. They are the same.
These thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a...
So, if it works perfectly, it's beautiful. Never if it doesn't.
I must continue my training.
So we're just assuming none of the bandits stationed here ever killed this team, right? The horn was buried here long ago.
I see through you!
Now that you've mastered the smithing trade, I'll be getting a new sword, right? Maybe some new armor as well.
What's the plan? Okay.
So you're skilled with the blade. Admirable.
Should set the metal rods at 45-degree angles for optimal support against steam pressure.
Ashes to ashes.
Figured.
Looks like we're making some progress here. I certainly do hope this is all worth it. This ruin is rather small. Let's keep moving though. I can't wait to get out of here.
was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I guess.
What? After all that, the horn isn't even here? What a colossal waste of time.
You've got to be kidding me. So since this friend who left the note has the horn, does that mean they also technically
I'm worried we
passed the test to
came
become
all this
Dragonborn?
way for nothing.
Well, isn't it wonderful? We trudge through this sprawling burrow, face mortal peril every turn, solve deadly puzzles, and what reward awaits us? A scrap of paper with someone's scrawls? What a fascinating learning experience.
You've got to admit, as far as pranks go, this is a good one. Oh, come now. There's nothing pointless about seeing new places. Don't be so lazy. Because you have to go back to the south to reclaim the horn? Alright, let's look at it this way. Whoever took it could have waited for you in Iverstead or right here. But instead they went out of their way to travel north, and then back south. I mean, if they knew you were after the horn, then I'm sure they knew you would deliver it to the Greybeards eventually. So you may have been made a fool of, but who's the actual idiot who went through unnecessary lengths just to contact you? Now quit complaining and let's get out of this tomb already, okay?
Oh? What is it? Ready when you are.
Hi?
Conflict is in our blood. Deep down, everyone has a desire for it.
Damn it!
The giants won't hurt you if you stay away from them. But I've heard some travelers say they keep a lot of gold stashed in their camps. Gods only know why.
Hey, Ari. You know I don't have any objections to you eating our enemies once
You know,
we've done it,
Serana,
but
sometimes... Yes, Serana?
I was just wondering, do you ever worry about it being, well,
Besides combat and
unsanitary?
training,
I mean, you
read
have
every
no
now and then.
idea where these people
After all,
have
knowledge
been.
is power.
Come on in. Just
A
stoke
little,
the fire.
sometimes.
Take a seat and get the
But
cold out.
I'm just drinking their blood.
I'm the innkeeper.
That stays on the inside.
Attic room, eh?
So it doesn't really
Well,
pick up a lot
we
of
don't
the
have an attic
parts
room,
you eat.
but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Suppose that's true. Then again, how many people really know where their food has been?
Still
Unless
here.
you're the farmer who pulled it out of the ground or slaughtered it yourself. You just have to take it on faith that there's nothing wrong with it. Or cook it really, really well.
You do have a point there.
Some people are just at their best when they're extra crispy.
Morning, Carlin.
Especially the ones who don't seem to have ever
We don't
heard
get a
of
lot of
baby.
travelers here in Riverwood.
I don't think I can argue with that.
Do you want me to get you anything from the innkeep,
So you're the
Serana?
Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Do...
I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
How can I help?
Well, I wouldn't say no to some blood-spiked ale, but that's probably not what you meant. And yes, I can eat.
Oh, interesting. Does it taste good? I imagine if blood tastes good to you, then your sense of taste is altered as compared to non-vampires.
I like food as much as anyone else, although it isn't
What are you
quite as
staring
delicious
at?
as blood. It's not so much that normal food is bad tasting, then blood just tastes so much better that anything else pales in comparison.
I see. So... does that mean...
We got rooms and food. Drink, too.
Better
I
tell me
cook.
now, because I'm
Ain't
too
much
hungry
else
to
to
wait
tell.
any longer.
Yes?
Well, I wasn't entirely joking about the ale, if you would.
Okay. Oh, did you, actually want it to have blood? I don't know how I'd subtly ask for that.
I think a traditional ale will do the trick this time.
Oh, good. Did you maybe want to split a boiled cream treat with me?
I won't say no to that. Oh? Why is that?
Nothing to get stuck in your teeth. I'm still trying to get rid of this piece of gristle that last bandit left between my molars.
I never thought about that. Is that why you sharpen your teeth?
Grab, what?
Yes. Some of us have to get our fangs the manual way.
Well, you did a good job on yours. They look lovely.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Not sweet
The
enough
Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
I won't deny it's cozy, but don't you think this town could use a larger wall? I wouldn't feel safe.
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
so nice and warm in here.
Dragons aren't just coming
Shall we
back.
stay a while?
They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute, and I'll be ready.
So this Delphine is an enemy of the Thalmor? Or she's just bluffing, and she's actually a Thalmor agent leading you into a trap. I don't trust her.
Bosma who break the Green Pact are called apostates. In Valenwood, they're treated similarly to how the Thalmor treat
Another day in Skyrim. I'm still trying to decide which is more unpredictable, the weather or the inhabitants. So, it turns out this friend was none other than Delphine. That's a relief. And she's one of the good guys. I like that. Kind of not cool for her to steal the horn and all that. But, hey, I'm alright with it now. What matters is that she doesn't harbor any evil or malicious intentions. Yes, she might be a bit prickly, but I think it'll be nice to have her on our side. Now, I think we should get going. A dragon coming back from the dead seems like a pretty big deal, to say the least.
You had something to say? Did you ever think we'd end up traveling with a vampire?
I'm tired.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice. You're with the Dragonborn, I take it.
You got a problem with that?
No, not for the moment, at least. I suppose you can come with us. We'll need all the help we can get. But don't make me regret bringing you along. I'll be watching you.
What is it, my love?
Are we ready then?
However, for a minor transgression, such as the theft of a sleep, a non-action.
No, you don't want to go up there! A dragon! It's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
You have been thinking about this. It's a cute idea, but it wouldn't work on me. Pure blood, remember? We've got some nice
An important distinction. Updating entry. Sarana. Threat response protocol revised. Vulnerabilities. Subject to emotional patterns. Possesses a severe sense of humor and immunity to minor cellular-based telekinesis.
Gods, you're unbelievable. You really do catalog everything, don't you?
Steady. I don't know what's happening. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduinturi, o antico griha suliksejun kuzig. Ger salaknir, kalimir. Volnusai dovakim. Zuu, korav mid nol dov du hai. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova.
You did it! Wait, something's happening! God's above! It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn.
Do you think we could bring this body somewhere to dissect it? No? What? Don't look at me like that.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it! We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
You're so handsome, aren't you, Scrap? Look at how shiny
Exactly.
you are, my
Nobody
handsome
even
boy.
remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Regardless of what side of the war we're on, it was good to help Thoron.
I've got this sudden cradle to dragon. Everything.
That was incredible. Everything they said about you, it's all true.
Entire organization dedicated.
I didn't even think of that. Gods, this must have all come as an enormous shock to you.
That makes me extra
If anyone can stop the dragon threat, it's clearly you, Thane. And I'll do everything I can to help.
Do you need something? I don't like it. If I know my Tamrielic history right, dragons used to roam the skies. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of them. And now that we know they're coming back, I don't think this is good news for just about anyone, including the Thalmor. Right now, I think Delphine might just be our best bet at figuring out all this. The sooner we can get rid of the dragons, the better.
Come on in. Just
I don't think you were following. Come on, I have a plan.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks. You're always fussing over that thing, aren't you? I don't think I've ever seen a speck of dust on it.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
Always sharp, always ready.
I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them.
Impressive for who?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor.
Am I wrong?
I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Ooh, you're going to a party? I love parties. I wish I could come along.
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Oh no. Look.
Looks like we're going to a party, and what makes it more interesting is that there's going to be a little heist or thievery work while we're there. Ooh, spicy. It's kind of like in some of the stories I used to read. Classic espionage. And you aren't? It's a party. A Thalmor one. But they still have the finest wine and the most exquisite food. A good break from what we've been eating recently. I also think you probably know this by now, but I'm not all gloom and dreary. I do have interests, and 2 of them just happen to be high-end parties and alcohol. Oh, and you're a saint? Come on now. I enjoy the pleasantries of life. Nothing wrong about that.
What?
What? Something you're still confused about?
The fire here is so relaxing. Makes me sleepy.
What is it, my love?
Even though Valmir deceived us,
Are you sure I
think
can't use them?
encountering him was a good thing. One more Thalmor agent gone.
All right.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that hike.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere. Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History and scribe
Barkeep,
work.
I'd like a drink.
Quiet time? Of course.
Thanks.
Yes? Need something? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle Don't plan on bringing... Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it in... Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Please be safe in there, adventurer. You promise you'll make it out, right?
Colin.
Can we maybe find... Ever tried cooking rabbit stew? I've read recipes, but tasting it? That's another matter.
Our hero claims a
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes.
Afternoon, Colin.
I guess you're almost ready to infiltrate the party. All that's left is finding you a nice attire. I guess Delphine's got that covered.
What is it?
I thought you'd never ask. I've been to dozens of parties hosted by my parents, so you're right to assume this is my area of expertise. If you want to blend in, you're going to have to spend a lot of time in the party itself before beginning the infiltration. That means you're going to have to talk with the other guests, including the host. Trust me, every guest wants to be friends of the host if they have political power, and you must be no different if you want to blend in. If you start avoiding them, they'll get suspicious, so make sure to do some bootlicking so that they let their guard down around you. Then, once you blend in, try figuring out the guests themselves. Find the right strings to pull so that they can cause a good distraction. Alternatively, if you have friends in high places and they happen to attend the party, maybe you can ask them for a favor. Then, once you get your distraction and everyone's focused on it, you walk away, slowly. And that's pretty much everything. I really wish I could go with you, but I don't think Delphine can pull an invitation from me. Unless you can find a way to get me into the party as your date or something. In which case, do make sure I wear something nice, okay? Just you and me against the world now. I'm ready if you are.
If I could find a way to capture sound, we could carry music everywhere with us.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All for sale at fair prices.
Hey, so...
Skyrim
I know we
cities are
only got
nice and all,
one
but
invitation to the
do they
party,
walk?
but do you think I could still come too? Maybe I could use a charm spell on the manor guard, or perhaps I could just use my arcane arts to sneak past everyone. Alright then. If I could ask a favor though, do try to bring home some fine Colovian brandy. I really would appreciate it. I'll wait here, at the inn. Just don't take too long, okay? I'm glad you're here.
I knew you'd miss me.
So you're skilled with a blade?
Admirable.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
All right, I have to ask. You're pretty fashion-forward. How would you describe your taste in clothes? When you're not in your work attire.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth.
Are you a Radiant Rain?
Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
Or more, whatever junk Bellathor's thrown
Don't
in the
worry,
bargain
it will
bin.
all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Oh, an artisan.
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy.
But let's be honest. Can you actually...
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this godforsaken...
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my belt.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? What can I get for you, sir? Oh, our last-minute guest? Yes, she's right behind you. Remind me to give that old hag a piece of my mind later.
Sorry. Nice ambience. It's even more upbeat than the parties I'm used to. What? Oh, right, let's see. That Yakutin's sitting there. Sorry, the Red Guard, I mean, doesn't seem to be enjoying himself. That's something worth looking into. Though it's risky, and he doesn't sound sober. He may end up exploding on your face and bringing attention to you. Have you talked to the other guests? Pay attention to what they're doing. That Eriker, for example, seems to be drooling over something. Although it would be easier if you had a friend here. And less risky. Absolutely. I missed going to parties like this. All that's left is for someone to take this lady for a dance, don't you think?
And you, young maiden, you arrived with this guest, did you not?
Indeed, my lady. My name is Serana. It is a privilege to meet you.
Oh, how polite. I didn't think Nords could achieve such high standards of etiquette and beauty.
You do me too much honor, my lady.
Quite the contrary, young maiden. You truly are a diamond in the rough. Please, if there's anything you require, you have but to ask.
I will. It's been a pleasure, Lady Elenwen.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
So, where are we off to now?
Let's get...
A diamond in the rough, she says. Good to know I stand out among the dirt.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be.
No, my Jarl. I wasn't here for...
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
It's unacceptably tragic.
Until next time.
War is... It takes its toll.
There is peace
Not just
now,
on the battlefield,
and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms. And the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
Aren't directly tied to this war. I've experienced enough conflict in my life to know its whole...
I lead the Justiciars. We are charged with enforcing the ban on Talos worship. Nords can be quite stubborn. They're slow to change their ways, and we find more heretics every day. But mark me well. I will purge the heresy from this land as surely as the flame burns the flesh from the bone.
Thank you. I hope our paths cross again.
Just between us.
Isn't this something? Elenwen really knows how to host a party.
Victoria, there's someone
Why, thank you. You are most courteous. I admit I'm surprised to see you here.
It's very nice
Normally these parties are reserved for the Jarls and business leaders of Skyrim. Elenwen must be very fond of you.
Stuck in Windhelm, poor fellow. Don't worry.
Very much so, yes.
Doing my best.
Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. It was a pleasure, thank you.
The Great War is long past.
Did you know Victoria is the Emperor's cousin? Best stay on her good side.
Prosperity is good for everyone.
Ill luck. I'm a busy man and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen. Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night.
You just looked familiar from behind. But now that I see you have a personality like Boethiah...
Goodbye, Ben.
And a voice to match.
The hospitality of... Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors.
But relax. I have a feeling she might be fond of me as well.
One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
He thought he deserved it more than Torrig, and so he came before my husband and he shouted.
The Thalmor Justiciars are so
voice,
often misunderstood.
Like something out of a legend.
Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. Do enjoy yourself.
Elenwen always
Trust me,
quite a party.
there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim. Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim. I am the steward of Whiterun. Truth be told, I'd be more comfortable if I were back there. I get nervous in the company of so many worthies.
Don't let me keep you. A
I
yard
don't
has many
recall
duties.
seeing If your eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation, you might learn much in this chamber. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can.
I
May
trust
wisdom
that this
light
is
your
just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial relationship.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Rayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
What can I get for you, sir? Here you go, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? Good day.
Hey, I'm glad you're here with me. If you find any juniper berries, save some for me. I've always wanted to
What
try
does a
them.
fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Allow me to introduce myself. Rosalan, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature by avocation. The one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate. Wonderful. I can begin. Is that all? My friend, stand back and behold my handiwork.
Another day in Skyrim. I'm still trying to decide which is more unpredictable. Are you really sure? Let's go.
I propose a toast to Elenwen.
Nice clothes. Doesn't it feel better to be able to move freely and casually?
Want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick.
Party crashing time.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking, got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Did you see those robes?
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Oh. Who is looking down their noses at us lowly foot slog?
Bye, I suppose.
What's the plan?
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but this is the most excited I've been in a long time.
Activations.
So, what's on your mind?
Let's go.
What was that? Another fight, another victory. There's no one I'd rather have watching my back.
Still in one piece?
Functioning within operational parameters.
Definitely going to bruise. Stay still and I'll give you a shake. That's right. You stay over there, far away from me.
Oh, is that it?
I'm on it. Death to you!
You don't have to be this way. Don't worry. What's the use? Oh, you're in trouble now. Great!
Emotion.
Just let me catch my breath.
Yes?
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume. You are most useful, but do not presume. What was that? To a less...
At least make it interesting. Let's get them. Ori, you see nice work.
Hang on.
You rush them, and I'll circle.
You just got the short end of the stick.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life.
How can I help?
Sorry.
You're always talking to me, but never to Scrap. Is there something you're not telling us?
I told you. I don't know any... What? Who... Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead... They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
We got what we wanted. Let's get out of here. I'm glad you're here with me. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but this is the most excited I've been in a long time. What?
Jackson, you run all about Skyrim and never run out of energy. I'd like to know your source of energy. It could be useful. Well, that's over with.
So now that the party's over, how would you describe your experience?
Oh, the divines. I couldn't stop picturing you chained to a wall, getting the living shit.
Quite an adventure, huh?
Thalmor cronies.
It's a shame we can't go there anymore, considering they put you on their blacklist and, by extension, me. Even I felt tense at my family's parties sometimes. The guests often approached me to get to know me better. And it got really awkward when they started introducing me to their sons. I often would sneak out of the parties whenever I was fed up with them. Absolutely, and you passed with flying colors. Good job. Come on, let's tell Delphine what you found out.
Do you need something? Very well. Spatial coordinates aligned. No noticeable system degradation detected.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm
This
drinks,
is an
and
ode
warm
to
beds.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
You made it out alive. Did you learn anything useful? Really? You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought.
I've been trying to figure
This is
it
a
out.
local favorite, and
What's it actually like?
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected.
You'll have to be more
A good starting point,
My
at least.
operational functions are
Oh,
complex.
and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm
No,
paranoid,
not your
you may have some
functions.
trouble getting him to
You.
trust you.
Being
Just ask him where he was on the 30th
I
of
was a baby
Frostfall.
once. Then a little
You'll know
girl
what it
who
means.
scraped her knees. I remember bits of it. But you were forged like a sword. One moment, or an
What
iron.
is it?
The next, you're just here. Do you ever feel like you missed the part where you were supposed to grow?
Yes.
Think the Divines the Thalmor
My
have an
childhood
army
was a
dragons
series
ready
of
to
simulated
invade.
imprints.
But that
Knowledge
leaves the
fed to
question
me in
of
dreams
where
of a
these
father I
dragons are
barely knew.
coming from.
I have the data of a life left, but not the experience. There is a disconnect.
What is it?
I know that feeling. Waking up after centuries in a world that isn't yours. We're both echoes, aren't we?
Remiel's quite
Living in a
passionate
time
about
we
drama,
weren't meant
isn't
for.
she?
Perhaps we are. I enjoy it here well enough, though.
Yes?
The Forgotten Veil. So, what do you want to talk about? Keep that weapon sharp, and that wit sharper. It's a dangerous world out there.
Morning, Harlan.
I hope you like it. I'm glad you're here.
Honestly, I value her as an ally, but I don't like her as a person. She's resourceful, skillful, and has plenty of experience in combat, tactics, and maybe even politics. A war veteran is always a must-have in our team. However, I don't know, she seems stubborn and closed-minded. I don't think she's the type to admit when she's wrong. I'd also point out her paranoia, but the fact that she jokes about it gives me a little hope. So I guess it's just war-related traumas. With all that in mind, I'd say I'm glad she's on our side, but I don't think we should follow her blindly. Just because she's older than you doesn't mean she's necessarily wiser. Stand up to her if you feel that she's making the wrong choices.
What? So, Riften it is then. Was never really too fond of the place myself. But hey, if that's where we'll find Esbern, that's where we're going. Do be prepared to brace yourself, though. If I were a betting woman, we'd most definitely be going through the Ratway in Riften sewers. That kind of thing doesn't even exist. At least to my knowledge. It's worth looking into, though. Anyway, enough mucking about. Let's do this.
Besides combat and training, I do enjoy a good read every now and then. After all, knowledge is power.
The Temple of Mara makes me uncomfortable, to tell you the truth. Reminds me too much of my arranged marriage.
I'm off work at the Blackbriar Meadery. I'll be back there in the morning.
Good to see you again.
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
My husband Bercy will
Glad
be
to
the
see you
death.
finally came to your
Spends too much
senses.
time worrying about
Ah,
Riften and not enough
expecting
about
free
himself.
information, eh? Besides, you look like you're... Aye, you've got a point there.
Sometimes I envy
Your
you,
guys
sir.
hiding out in the Ratway
Why is
Warrens and paying us good coin for nobody to know about it.
It's mostly
Well,
liquid.
until now that is.
Problems with
Tell you
food
what,
getting stuck in your teeth.
go ahead and deal
Well,
with your
I'm
business
interested in
now.
How can I help you?
When you're
Really
done,
getting to
Maybe one day I'll
Now
venture
that
out
you
and
hear
see if
rumors
she's
about the dragons, he's been
You
very
interested?
depressed.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say
very
to some cheap mead?
But teeth problems are not enough to win me over.
I have a
I know.
question, Serana.
I tend to get that a lot.
We both eat people, sure. But you
And what
are
might
still
you need?
alive, Right?
Right. That tends to help with the blood more than anything you otherwise would.
Just like a giant. Only a mere 20
But isn't it weird when they...
If I were looking for a fugitive blade, the underground of a shady city is the absolute first place I'd look.
We have the location.
It's You're welcome.
I don't know, Trough. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby?
I know I should have expected a sewer to smell this bad, but you're telling me that Esbern has been living here for more than a decade? I can't even imagine what it must be like living with this stench for that long. It is already killing me.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
I won't pretend that the castle's sewers were the pinnacle of hygiene, but at least it didn't smell like... I don't even want to describe this smell. Anyway, let's do this quickly. And watch where you step. Remember that everything that people throw down their privy chambers winds up here.
Futile.
Oh, no.
I fight on! I passed out aside long ago.
Ugh. Why would you even bring me here?
Cullen.
in there?
Hello? There. I'll try and make this quick.
Afternoon, Colin.
Last person who made trouble for Veckel ended up... They call me Dirt. Why? You think it's funny or something? No. Sorry if I sounded so mean there. My brother always said I have a big mouth. Here, have one on me. Until next time.
You'd better have... He's holed up in the Ratway War and...
I have been analyzing common
You're not the only one
anti-vampire
looking
tactics
for it.
catalogued in local folklore. Most seem rooted in baseless speculation rather than actual research.
Oh, you mean the peasants?
Precisely. God.
There's the Blaze agent.
A waste
Kill
of
him!
It did. One very old, very stuffy vampire lord who happened to have a terrible allergy. The story stakes through the heart. Anything pointy will do the job if you're strong enough. There's nothing particularly magical about the wood.
So, garlic and specialized stakes of tactical impasses.
You're taking this very seriously. Most people just carry a clove of garlic and hope for the best.
Hope is not a viable strategy. It has a statistically insignificant success rate. We're never gonna get there.
Because that's what I smell. Even trying my hardest to ignore it.
Bucket, knife, inkpot, stone.
I'm gonna...
There's no one I'd rather have watching my back.
Me? I don't think.
No pressure.
Go away! What? No, that's... Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her? So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want. This'll just take a moment.
Everyone looks so nervous here. I don't like it.
Hello.
There we go.
Someone just tried to pick my pocket. I pretended not to notice and stole their coin purse instead.
Oh,
amateurs.
Sorry always seems to say what's on her mind. It's nice.
There we are.
Is that all?
Come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him.
Back in High Rock to celebrate our
I
reunion.
tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen.
It'd be nice to have some
Fools.
dessert and watch
It's
the
all come
fireworks
true.
as we release them.
All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. Give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... no.
Well, that took an interesting turn. But at least we found Esbern alive. Let's get out of this sewer and, if possible, never come back. I couldn't take another dose of this stench, even if my life depended on
This
it.
old man is pretty spry.
I'll be keeping an eye on you, and I know you'll be doing the same with me.
Hello?
Too easy.
Certainly.
Good boy, Scrap. So good.
Is someone there?
Let's get out of this wretched ratway. My nostrils are
Anybody
about to
there?
burst.
There's the Blade's agent.
I'm listening.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Not gonna short circuit on us, are you?
Of course not. You know full well that moisture has no effect on my functioning.
True, but it does seem to have an effect on those fancy boots of yours. You grimace every time you step in a puddle.
Sewer water could degrade the material. I'll just have to clean them extra thoroughly tonight.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Someone do something!
How's that? No, you don't. Meddling with the Thalmor's affairs.
I'm glad you're here with me.
Be a good guide for this old relic.
Did you say something? It was a cold day. The end of frostfall is nearly winter in the Gerol Mountains. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier, riding hard from the Imperial City. 30th of frostfall, 171. 30 years ago. The Great War started that day. The Thalmor ambassador delivered his ultimatum to the Emperor Titus Mede, the head of every Blades agent within the Aldmeri Dominion. I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end. We should keep moving. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esper.
Polymer? Gods, you even sound like a Dwemer schematic.
Too long.
But your skin...
Well,
it looks so real. Can I...
Come on.
Wow.
Place we can talk.
If it weren't for these ridges, I'd never know.
Yeah, sure.
I can see how you fooled everyone for so long. It feels, well, alive.
What is it, Jackson? Please don't tell me you want me to carry something. I'm running out of room in my bag. Adventurer Jackson. No, that's a mouthful. Just Jackson. Did you need something?
Now then, I assume you know about...
You remembered that, huh?
Indeed.
I mean, of course I always meant to uphold my end of the deal.
No time to lose.
Here. My share of the spoils, all for you.
Esbern, what?
Thank you.
Give me...
For taking me, that is.
Ah, here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Alduin's Wall. One of the lost secrets of the Blade, where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
Throw out some thoughts.
Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think so. It's certainly our best hope. The ancient Blades remembered much Akaviri dragon lore that has now been forgotten. This is what I've been trying.
That's where we'll find Alduin's Wall.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee.
An ancient blade temple?
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together.
It makes
Your
sense
call.
for there to be so many of us Bretons in Skyrim. We are
From
neighbors,
Riverwood,
after all.
the road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth, and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
What?
Do you need something?
Ori is really scary in battle sometimes. I'm glad she's with us.
We'll meet up near Karthspire.
You wouldn't happen to know who these Akaviri people that Esbern mentioned are, would you? There's another continent besides Tamriel? When did our civilizations make contact with each other?
Well now, that's something
Who?
to think about.
You mean the Chimer King?
Take care of yourself, Ognar.
Never mind.
Goodbye.
I'll ask Esbern when I get the chance.
You too, Delphine.
Shortly after you brought me back home, I tried to mend my relationship with my father. The result was as depressing as you might expect. During the conversation, however, the curved blade he was carrying caught my attention. I had never seen it before, so I asked him about it. He told me he had gone to several auctions to buy Akaviri artifacts over the years. There was something captivating about their aesthetic, he said. I was genuinely interested, so I asked him more about the Akaviri. Besides, it seemed like the perfect excuse to spend some quality time together. And that's when he told me to stop wasting his time. Even his own daughter wasn't worth sharing his hobbies with. Yeah, but as usual, he was selfish with the things he possessed. Anyway, enough about family dramas. Let's get to Karthspire.
You're always talking to me, but never to Scrap. Is there something you're... What's on your mind?
How can I help?
You know, you could have waited a bit longer.
Right behind you.
Lead on.